Radio, shout it.
What's happening? It's your boy B-Hop Radio shouting, stepping in the building. I got a Dirty South icon and legend in this thing. Big Mike, what's good with it, boss?
What's good, baby? What's happening?
Man, feeling good, feeling great, man. First of all, Mike, I got to say appreciate you stopping through this thing, man, and gracing me with your presence in this thing, okay, boss?
Thanks for having me, man.
Man, no problem.
Thanks for having me.
But from what I understand, though, Mike, you're back to finish the job.
Already.
Talk to me, man, about this new music that you done dropped out here on these folks.
Yeah, man, got a new album that we just released. It's titled Finish the Job. Man, we got about 12 cuts on there. I didn't want to too much overdo it. You know what I mean? I just want to get the people enough to be able to dig on. You know, but yeah, man, an awesome album, man. Myself and my team, you know, features an artist that I'm working with right now named Yazir Solar. He's on there. Another artist named Lucky.
Hit that Mike.
No, it's no like big time names that people might be looking for, something like that. I'm just all about making that good music. I want people to feel what my side got to bring.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, back with Finish the Job on full length, Big Mike LP. You know, after a number of years or whatnot, I've always been active. You dig what I'm saying? But I really took time on this project here. You know, we just released a couple of singles off it. The title track, Finish the Job. Another track off of there called Roll Out. And we about to release a new, let's see, the third single. We're going to release a new single off of the album. It's a song on the album called Appreciate You, featuring a friend of mine, Chocolate P, on there with the vocals, and my man Yazir Solar. So we just shot the video for that one. It's getting edited right now. I guess by the time I get home, I have something to look at. So, yeah, man, I'm just working, man. The album is out. It's out on all platforms right now. You know, from what I hear, people is loving it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I said, man, I took my time on it, and it's really good music. So, you know, for everybody out there, when y'all get an opportunity, you did go check out that Big Mike, Finish the Job. I'm sure you're going to love it. You know, we took our time on it. The album is amazing. The musical arrangements on it is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, the lyrics and flow is amazing.
Come on now.
But you know, the whole album is in song mode, so it's not just a collage of records that just had been thrown together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything will start out, man, and yeah, man, God is good, God is faithful, man. He blessed me. I'm able to be here and still be doing it, you know, at a high level and really enjoying myself while I'm doing it. So, hey, man, I just hope the people feel the same way about it.
On that Finish the Job, you said a man ain't a man if he don't grow.
Yeah.
Can you talk about your growth over the years, man?
Yeah, man, you know, like everybody, man, you know, we grow physically and things like that, but, you know, the emotional growth, you know what I mean, the spiritual growth, that leads to mental growth, mental wellness, you know what I mean? I've been able to experience that, you know, outside of my 20s and my 30s. You know, when you like that, you rolling, you feel me?
Yeah.
But then, you know, once you get a little bit older and stuff, right, you start things slow down for you, start looking at life for what it is, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, I done been through some, you know, some ups and downs in life, you feel me? You know, to the penitentiary and back again, you know what I mean? But man, I tell you, God been faithful to it. The whole thing,
Damn right.
Growing me up, you did what I'm saying, and yeah, man, you know, I love where I'm at right now. You feel me? I love myself back then, you know what I'm saying? I love myself even more now. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, growth it's essential. You feel me?
Exactly.
I mean, if you ain't growing, you ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mike, take me back to day one when you realized you had the gift of gab and it was time for you to get into this rap game and get these folks hell, man.
Oh man. Let's see. Well, originally I'm from New Orleans, right? So
that's right.
You know, we do music out there.
That's right.
So my father is a musician. You know, got, you know, quite a few people in my family that was into the arts. That's into the arts, you know. So I always knew I was gonna express myself through the arts, mainly music, you know what I mean? But I didn't know exactly how. So playing instruments and things like that, right? But let's see, I had heard some rap. The hip hop song that made me say that's what I want to do. It was on Planet Rock. That was the one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The beat was so driving and, you know, and it was hard hitting and and just the vocal arrangements on there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I was like, yeah, that's when I really caught the bug. You feel me? But I was born to do it though. You feel
Exactly.
me? Yeah.
When you started finding yourself hooking up with the Convicts and stuff like that and rap a lot, what was that like when you got over there and you said, okay, it's time for me to do it on this level and let these folks feel the pain?
Well, rest in heaven to my brother, Mr. 3-2.
Yes,
the
sir.
other part of the Convicts, you know what I mean? Lost him a little while back. But yeah, man, once I got the opportunity, you know, I was always in the studio prior to me signing with Rap-A-Lot Records and becoming a member of the Convicts. So, you know, but that was my first national outing. You know what I mean? So that particular project, it was more of the label's brainchild. You dig what I'm saying? To put us together like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So they had a format in which they wanted to go. Right? So we try to stick to that format. We young, you know what I'm saying? We just trying to get out there. We trying to get on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we doing what we have to do. But in the process, we were able to get some of the things out in the music that we wanted to get out too as well. You know what I mean? In the process of working with the label and some of the preconceived concepts that they had. You know what I mean? But I was really able to come into my own when I did the Geto Boys project, the To Death Do Us Part project. You know, prior to that, you know, I had I was a part of the We Can't Be Stopped album. I wrote on the album.
Yeah.
I wrote The Other Level of the Game for Bushwick. You know what I mean? And but yeah, that's when I was able to, you know, you hear songs like Straight Gangsterism, you know, Mr. Officer and things like that. And then, you know, the whole collaboration with Scarface, with Bushwick, you know what I'm saying? We produced some really good records.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It was short-lived, that combination of the Geto Boys, because then after that, I dropped my Something Serious album.
Well, see, before you go there, though, Mike, before you got with the Geto Boys, were you over there jamming with Death Row as well?
Yeah.
So now tell me about that experience being over there.
When Death Row, you know, they was just forming. I think Dre was in the process, you know, of leaving Ruthless and getting with Suge and then putting that thing together. Man, they just got at us, you know. It had happened so quick, bro.
Yeah.
It happened so quick. You know, they liked the idea of the Convicts.
Yeah.
Convicts on Death Row.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So, man, it happened so quick. One day, you know, they brought it up. And then, man, one day we was getting a call. It was like, man, y'all going to L.A. tomorrow. Like, damn, you know, youngster, we ain't hardly got too much nowhere to pack.
Exactly.
I'm ready, you dig? So, man, we shoots out there to L.A. and, you know, I was able to meet Dr. Dre, DOC, right? Me, 3-2, Snoop, Warren G. We used to live together for a while. Yeah. We was roomies for a little while. You know, man, it was an awesome experience. You know what I mean? We started recording the album, the Convicts album that was to be released on Death Row. But I had took a pause from the album to come back and do the Geto Boys album. Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, it was a situation at the time I felt like I couldn't pass up. You know what I mean? After putting some thought into it, you know, I thought it could help propel me to where I wanted to be. But yeah, our time out there in Los Angeles, man, we was able to get some work done.
Yeah.
Because like Straight Gangsterism, that and Mr. Officer was supposed to be on the Chronic record.
Facts.
Right? I sat on it because I needed the material for this Geto Boy project. I figured, you know, hey man, if Dr. Dre like these records so much, you know what I'm saying, man, they might work for me.
Yeah.
If I keep them, you dig what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, I learned a lot out there in Los Angeles. Like I said, we didn't get a chance to release that project.
Yeah.
But I was able to, you know, use the music that I wrote while I was out there.
Talk to me about that vibe, being in there with Snoop, Dre, and all of them boys at the time when they getting ready to create that Chronic, and you thinking to yourself, did you feel like you was in the midst of some legendary stuff happening at that point too?
Oh man, you know, I was caught up in just the atmosphere, the love. You know what I'm saying? That everybody was demonstrating for each other, man. You know what I'm saying? That was big to me, you know. And then, I mean, Dr. Dre was definitely a musical idol of mine. You feel me? DOC as well. You know, those guys coming out of that rootless vein and things like that. So I was geeked up about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just couldn't believe that was happening because one minute I'm in the projects and I'm recording on VHS. The latest, you know what I mean, hip hop videos, Dr. Dre and them, you know what I mean? And you know, then just like that, I'm waking up in this mansion. First time I was in the mansion on the man couch. What? It was all just like surreal, you know what I mean? And from the time we was there, man, everybody hit it off. It was all love, man. Even Big Suge, man. Shout out to Suge Knight. You know what I'm saying? Suge Knight personally showed me so much love. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just got to, I have to let people know that, you know, a lot of people hear things about Suge and, you know, and people love to talk about a black man falling off. You know what I mean? You know, but I just want to say, man, Suge Knight, you know, me personally, showed me a lot of love, you know what I mean? So I got a lot of love for Suge Knight, and I'm praying for him as well. But, man, that time in L.A. was an awesome experience. I was able to feed off of other artists.
Exactly.
That was just as dope and had ambition, you know what I mean? And we knew it was going somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I hate that sometimes I think about it like, man, maybe I should have stayed. You dig what I'm saying? But, you know, each man got to go in his own direction. You know what I mean? Right? You know, so, you know, it worked out for me. You know, my position with the Geto Boys at the time when Willie D had vacated the group, I wasn't after the slot.
Yeah.
They came looking for me to fill the slot.
You
feel me? And it was just open space for me. For me to be able to do my thing. You know what I mean? So it definitely set up the stage for me to drop my something serious. Yeah. And then from there, you know, I was doing my thing. So
talk to me about your stint in the Geto Boys though, man. What was that like? You and Face and Bushwick Bill getting busy.
Man, before joining the Geto Boys, I had, you know what I'm saying, come to know Bushwick and Scarface. You feel me? And so we wasn't strangers to each other by the time I had, you know, came into the group and things like that. But, I mean, it was cool. You know, it was cool, you know, working on something major with your homies, you know what I mean, with your label mates and things like that, you know. But after coming from Los Angeles, just the work ethic in the studio, it was different. You know what I'm saying? I'm used coming from an atmosphere where we all in the studio together and we vibing and things, you dig? To being in the studio where I'm doing a part. Later on, Face might fall through, do his part. Feel me? Bushwick may do the same. You know, I think the album, I think it missed that. It didn't have that kind of cohesive environment, work environment. You know what I mean? But you know, for the most part, the whole ride of the, you know, working on the album, releasing the album, seeing the success that came about from it, it was an awesome ride. You know what I mean? It paid dividends for me. Like I say, it created a platform for me to be able to launch my solo career, which was my intention. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, I'd be like, damn, man, if I had the opportunity to do another Geto Boy album, who knows what we would have did, what we would have been sound like. Or even at the time when Bushwick was still living, to be Big Mike, Willie D, Scarface, and Bushwick, it would have been mean. I would have did that just for the culture. You dig what I'm saying? But, you know, the group was already was established before I even came in there. You know what I mean? The label run the group, obviously, like it's a franchise, a sports franchise. Players come, players get replaced, this and that, you know what I mean? But I think the base members, Willie D and Scarface, I think they enjoyed most of the attention I think they enjoyed that trio of them. With Bushwick, Scarface, and Willie D. I don't think it was against me personally. You know what I mean? I just think they was comfortable with that group. You know what I mean? And things like that. So I wasn't tripping because, like I say, you know, my solo career had took off. Something serious was doing real well, and you know I was cooking. I was good. You know.
Speak about that.
Go ahead.
Something serious with Mike Dean and N.O. Joe on the production, man.
Mike B, myself.
Come on. What was it like y'all getting together and creating that album?
Well, So when by the time I got to that album, before I started recording that Some Serious album, I was out here in Atlanta for a little while, chilling low key, with my folks. You know what I'm saying? I used to spend a lot of time with MC Breed, bouncing songs and stuff back and forth off each other. Yeah. But I was out here getting it together. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I bought me some break beats at the time. Yeah. You feel me? Going through some break beats and just getting my concepts together. So by the time I got to Houston to record the album, I basically knew what I wanted to do. Ooh. So they filled the studio up with producers, Mike Dean, N.O. Joe, Michael Banks, myself, John Beto. So we're we got producers in all these rooms. Yeah. And I'm going from room to room. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, this is what I want to do on this. I leave them this break beat, leave them this. Pimp C with having things. I actually had to go out to PA and record that at his house.
Talk to me.
So yeah. You know, Pimp C. You know, that's rest in peace, Pimp C.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's my brother, man. We had that way before, you know what I'm saying, things had got big. Yeah. Or either one of us, you know what I mean? And once we start getting some action, and he just hit me up. He said, Mike, I got a song for you, right? But you got to come down here and hang out with me, and we'll get it done. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? So I made some time and went out there and just hung out with him, Bun, and their crew from, you know, down there in PA. You know, we just hung out, you know, we smoked, listened to music. I didn't even actually work on the song until the day before I left. You feel me? We was down there for a while, but we was just vibing, you know what I mean? Just vibing and stuff, and we finally got to it. The chorus on the Having Things, I had originally sung it, right? Because I wrote everything out, so I had sung it. So after it was done, just jamming. And Pimp C, we talking. He like, man, and then I was like, I said, you know what, Pimp? I said, you need to sing that chorus. Ooh, feel me? And he was like, no. So I said, nah, you need to sing that chorus. Put Pimp C on the chorus, you know what I mean? And it's a Southern classic after that, baby. You know what I'm saying? The rest is history. So, but yeah, you know, Joe. With the player, he came through, blessed me.
And see, I'm going to get into that player because that's one of my favorites of all times as well. Yeah. Now, with that player, first of all, that's what hip-hop is missing right now. Yeah. Okay, that's what it's missing right now because it ain't no more players out here talking no real playerism stuff.
Man, they out there, man. You know what I mean? People
I ain't heard them. I ain't heard them.
Checking for them, man. They said caught up in top 20, top 10 rap. You know, they out there, man. You have to, you know what I'm saying, you have to go search for them. But, you know, the music's so good, though, when you do come across it, it's going to be worth the search.
Come on,
you know
now.
I mean? So, you know, but, yeah, man, and shout out to the players, man. They still out there, trust me. I just got turned on to some more new players making music, man. You know, so, but, yeah, you know, it's a lot of repetitious music out there today, right? And it's because it's profitable for somebody. You know what I mean? They getting that money, you know what I mean? And that's what they promote. So I think the younger artists are seeing that. They see one artist, right? Yeah. And he's giving the perception that he won because he's Drake. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He got a couple of expensive cars and stuff like that. But when you look at it, that's just a drop in the bucket compared to the real money that's being made. Yeah. So they able to do that, and it's really enticing to other youngsters. Yeah. So I think that in that way the art suffers because they won't grow. Mm-hmm. They won't stretch the limits of what's already been done because they're like, I got to get that bag. Come on. And I understand the plight. Yeah. I understand the plight. I'm black. Yeah. I understand the plight of the black youth. Come on. I understand, man. Things been designed to hold us back. Thanks. So we like, man, if they winning, let me get up in there and win. We can talk about how I did it later. I understand that, right? But listen, black music, man, it's the mother of all music. You know what I mean? And we cannot compromise. We cannot let it suffer. We cannot bargain the integrity of the music away. You know what I mean?
Now, I'm sorry. I got to get back in here on that player, though, Mike. Yeah. When you dropped that song with the video along with it, what was that like, and how did that hit the ground running? Because I remember as a youngster watching that song, watching that video. First of all, it was on BET where it was supposed to be.
Right.
And everybody wasn't on BET at that time.
Right.
So we were able to get that flavor directly from you. And the game that you was kicking on that is just ridiculous, okay? It's some of the hardest game that you're going to hear you on a beat. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So take me to when you first heard that track, then when you laced it with the lyrics, then when you said, I need a visual for this thing that's just as hard as the damn song.
Yeah. I had, when I approached, Joe about doing the track for me, I had gave him 2 songs, Al Green songs.
Ooh.
Right? One was Simply Beautiful. That's the track that I wanted to use.
Yeah.
Right? But he used the other track, right?
Yeah.
So he come back, he say, hey, he hooked both of the tracks up, right? And I'm spitting the player to the one, because that's the one I always wanted to spit on. And he's like, man, that's not the one. You should do it to this other one, right? I'm like, so they got with the Jay Prince, everybody like, man, we think this the one right here. I said, okay, well, y'all think this the one. So I put the lyrics to that track, and it was the one. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just a good song, man. Good song. Full of game, you feel me? I know the game is heavy, right? But it's really a light song, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a fun song to me.
Exactly, but yeah, man, the song been a blessing to me. You know what I mean? The song has been a blessing to me. Still eating off the song. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely been a blessing for me. Shout out to N.O. Joe.
Yes,
for
sir.
getting down with me on that one right there.
I mean, talk to me about working with N.O. Joe, because I know he did a lot of work with UGK as well, man. So, I mean, what was y'all chemistry like when y'all got in the studio?
Well, me and Joe, we had something in common. We both originally from New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and we had worked together on the To Death Do Us Part album. You know what I mean? So, and we spent some time in the studio together, man. Joe is an amazing artist, man, amazing talent. You know what I'm saying? And to see where the brother's career had then took off and places that he's been, artists he's worked with, as well as Mike Dean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I know what Mike Dean doing.
Come on.
And, to see those guys' success, and it puts more value on the time that we spent together.
Exactly.
And the tracks that we worked on and brought to life together. You know what I mean? So, yeah, shout out to Mike Dean and N.O. Joe, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. I love it.
When you speak on knowing folks before the success, when you talk about folks like Pimp C and stuff like that, when y'all are just 2 young boys with dreams of trying to go out and make it, what are those conversations like back then? And did y'all know that y'all were going to blow and become legendary, or was it just one of those things we out here living our lives?
Well, by the time, me and Pimp C had to cut into each other, the journey had already started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For both of us. So we didn't know each other as kids.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? To sit back and talk about. But I tell you who I did talk with, like talk to, you know what I'm saying, about those kind of things was on Tony Draper.
Oh.
You feel me? Me and Tony Draper.
Yeah.
Each other when we was younger. We worked at the Olive Garden together. Yeah. He was on the broiler. I was a saute chef. Yeah. So, and matter of fact, Tony had a car.
Yeah.
He taking me home one night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, man, let me play this tape for you. It was a demo that I had worked on with my daddy.
Yeah.
And put a demo in there. He like, listening, he like, damn. Mike, man, we need to get into the studio and do some more songs.
Ooh.
So when we do get paid, he'll pay for half the studio time.
Yeah.
I'll pay for half the studio time. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We put together demos. So he had one of his peoples, John Beto, producer over there for Rap La Records. He was like, man, I got my folks over there, John Beto, man. I'm gonna let him hear I want to let him hear it.
Yeah.
Right. So he let him hear it, and that's how we were introduced to Rap La Records. Because once Jay Prince heard the demos and stuff, they called the meeting. Mm-hmm. And but back, let me not get off subject. But yeah, me and Tony used to be in the kitchen, bro. And listen, let me tell you, the guy had ambition. You know what I'm saying? Even back then, right?
Yeah.
Teenagers, and he was like, man, I'm gonna have my own company. Right? That was his mind state. He didn't want to get in the booth. I was in the booth.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm going to be a big rapper.
Yeah.
And it happened for both of us.
My God.
We started out together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he wound up fulfilling his dream. I wound up fulfilling my dream.
What is it that you think allowed y'all to both achieve y'all goals working at the Olive Garden?
Man, God.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
He gives you your heart's desires. You dig? So,
Yes, sir.
you know, looking back on it, even then, you know, I knew it was God moving the needle. So, you know, and even more so now when I look back, you feel me?
Yeah.
You know, we got it in our heart.
Mm-hmm.
Other people don't even probably know what we really want to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was an athlete. I used to play basketball and football. I was really good. You know what I mean?
God.
But my heart was into the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's where God opened the doors up for me. You
Facts,
dig what I'm saying?
facts.
So I just want to give the Lord his glory. I ain't going to take none of it for myself. And I'm sure the other brothers wouldn't either. So
That's right.
Yeah.
When you think about T. Draper and Suave House, that brings me to 8-Ball and MJG on
Right.
top of the world, friend or foe, Mike. When you went in that thing and snapped, one of my favorite songs of all time as well.
Thank you.
Talk to me about getting in that thing with them boys, 8-Ball and MJG, and bringing it.
Oh. Man, once again, through the Draper connection. Now
Yeah.
he got his label, we got Ball and G now. So he come back like, hey man, Mike, I need you on this song. So you know, I meet them over at the studio and whatnot. At first I didn't like the track. Because of the tempo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? I just didn't like too many slower tracks. My father's a drummer, so I'm always around tempo. I'm always,
Exactly.
you feel me?
Yeah.
Always around tempo or whatnot. So get to the studio, I'm listening, and I'm like, well, this is a song that they want me on, so I'm definitely gonna get on it, right? And I was trying to get inspired, you know what I mean? And I remember MJG, he's singing the chorus for me, like he really loves the song, you feel me? I'm like, man, my dude, I was like, man, he really loved the song, you know what I mean? So, and the verse just came from that, man, you know what I mean? And once again, you know, and it's one of the memorable verses on the song.
Yeah.
But I just use it as an opportunity, man, you know what I mean, to give God the glory back then.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? But, you know, on the real song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, hey, I mean, I just was at that point in my time, things was going so good, man. You know what I mean? I was just like, man, I got to give God the glory on one of these records, man. But it turned out to be another Southern classic.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You know, not just the Southern artists on there, you know what I'm saying? Mac Mall, E40, you know what I'm saying? The West Coast artists on there. You know, Ball and G, it all came together, man, and it's lovely. MJG snapped on that thing, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did. He brought it home.
Yeah.
He brought it home. So now, when you think about, once again, all of these artists early in their careers, you over there at Death Row, you seeing Snoop and them early on, before the Chronic, okay?
Yeah.
Then you over there.
This was the deep cover.
Deep cover. What was it like watching that tape?
Like I say, man, you know, I was part of the nucleus, right?
Yeah.
So it's all happening to us, you know, at the same time, right? I didn't get to stay to witness the culmination of it all.
Yeah.
Firsthand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was still connected to them.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was still connected because you had traces of the Convicts all over the Chronic album.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? All over the Chronic album. You know, Dr. Dre would be doing interviews in the Source where he'd be like, yeah, my favorite song on the Chronic is Mr. Officer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm
Yeah.
like, man, see, I told y'all, B, like, see, I was gonna be, you know what I mean? So now, you know, people see, you know, the significance of it all and whatnot. You know, but yeah, man. Like I said, it was an awesome time. And to me, go back to Houston, right, and then play for the hometown team. That's like I'm a baller, and I get to play for the Rockets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, man, I got to go play for the Rockets, man. And I'm gonna be starting too. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like part of the big three, I got to go do this. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it was a lot. It was a lot. You know, I had already had kids by then. You know what I mean? So my clock, I was like, man, I didn't come down here just to be playing around and this and that. We got to get the business. You know what I mean? So that was the business that presented itself. You know what I mean? And I took the opportunity. I wish, you know, sometimes my stint at Rap A Lot had went better than what it did. You know what I mean? But you know, I was still able to make some history for myself and establish a legacy for my line. You know what I mean? For my time there and whatnot. You know, so and listen, man, I'm still doing it, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, at a high level. Finish the job, it says it all.
Answer me this though, Mike. Where do you feel like it kind of got off track at Rap a Lot?
Man, it was monies. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. You know, I'm willing to grow with a company. I know everybody don't have that business class when they first come into the game. You know what I mean? We got to learn as we go. But when the monies ain't right, you see what I'm saying? Because I'm coming to your label. I'm trusting you, black man. I'm a young black man. I'm trusting you that this going to be a home for me and my music. I could be able to go back and take care of my mama, my sisters and brothers, my children. You dig what I'm saying? But when the monies ain't right and yours is being taken care of, but I got to go back to my mama, she's still in the project.
Yeah.
And I got a gold record at the time, it don't add up. The shit was embarrassing. Go around other artists, and I'm like, they ain't even sold half the records I sold, but they living better than me. You feel me? And it was like that was the tone with the other artists on the label. They might not have said nothing, but that was it. Niggas looking at us like we supposed to be doing it. We the hardest thing moving. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And then the money ain't adding up. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, I wasn't impressed with the CEO just pulling up looking fresh. I want to look fresh too. I want to be secure as well. You know what I mean? So that's what started the rockiness in the relationship with me and Rap a Lot. You know, it came to an ugly head. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to get into all of that right now, but you know what I'm saying? I wound up going to the penitentiary for my part in it. That's what happened with my career. You know what I'm saying? Contractual disputes and leading into some gangster shit. And I wound up having to go to the penitentiary. You know, everybody was wondering what happened to Big Mike, all kind of rumors going around. Man, he was on drugs, he went crazy. None of this is true. I did as much drugs as any other artist did drugs at the time. You feel me? Yeah. Right? None of this is true. You feel me?
Yeah.
My record company had them faulty. They came at me faulty. When they came at me faulty, I ain't go to the authorities. But when I came back at them, how they came back at me, people go to the authorities. I wind up in the penitentiary. I'm like, all right, cool. I called that shot. Feel me? I'm going to take my lick. I take my lick, I come back home. God was with me throughout the whole ordeal. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm here, loving my life. You feel me? Looking good, sounding good. The father, a grandfather, you feel me? So I'm blessed, man.
To bring it full circle though, Mike, were you ever able to get back in contact with Rap a Lot and just, you know, Prince and them and just say, hey man, we need to bury the hatchet and figure this stuff out? Or was there ever any clarity put into place behind everything?
No, it wasn't. I really haven't had any dealings. When Pimp C came home, right? That was my boy. He was like, Mike, man, I need you on my album, Pimpulation album. He was like, but look, we're gonna take the song that people know you from.
Yeah.
Put that shit on my shit, it's gonna put you back on their mind. You know what I mean? I did it for my nigga. It was for him. Yeah. It ain't had nothing to do, you know what I mean, with Rap a Lot, how I felt about them, that was for my guy. But outside of that, I hadn't had any contact with Rap a Lot. I did, you know, I saw with the artists. Yeah. Like I run into the artists and stuff that was on the label or that's still on the label or whatnot, you know, and we all cordial and shit, you know what I'm saying, you know, but yeah, I really had no dealings with Jay Prince. Really hadn't even had the opportunity to talk to him or even try to sit down. You know what I'm saying? He can't sit down with me until he pay me. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth about it. You dig what I'm saying? We can be all peace and you know, do it and get together and do another record for the culture and all of that there. But you got, you know what I'm saying, you got to take care of what you ain't take care of with me. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know how all other artists feel about it, but I'm just saying with me. You know what I'm saying? And then I just want to get back to doing the music for the people, man, giving the people the music that they want to hear. I know what they want, you know what I'm saying? But there's something, an issue standing in the way of them getting what they want. And I would like to get it done, man. You know, we lost Bushwick, we lost Shreddy Red. I would like to get it done before any other people died. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be here when the Lord Jesus come back, so I ain't worried about it. But I'm just saying, man, you know, we live in trying times right now, man. You know, and I'm praying for everybody out here in these times, man. With all this unrest going on in the country, man, our plight as black people, we still fighting with the COVID situation and everything, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely praying for everybody. I'm just, you know, I try to make light of the little situation that's going on and stuff, because it is so heavy. But, you know, hey, listen, man. Black men, man, we got to treat each other well, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? We got to treat each other right, man, because all of us trying to take care of somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, we can get back to the business once those issues are taken care of. But, you know, not while the fight is still going on. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah.
95 Source Awards, nominated for Lyricist of the Year. What the hell was that like when they was recognizing you as one of the greatest lyricists in hip hop? And you know the Source didn't play around that time.
No, hey, listen, man. Be nominated as, you know what I'm saying, for Lyricist of the Year alongside Nas.
Yeah.
Biggie.
Come on.
Redman. You know what I mean? I was like, they paying attention.
Come on.
You know what I mean? I say they paying attention, right? And it was awesome. It was awesome feeling, man. The event, that was the famous, you know, event when Death Row had got off. You feel me? Shit,
went crazy, yeah.
So I think that overshadowed the overall thing.
Yeah.
But for me, you know what I'm saying, being there, being a part of that, getting that accolade, you know what I'm saying? Even though, you know what I'm saying, I didn't win it, right?
Yeah.
But just getting that, and then coming from the South and having people, you know, recognize that, I was like, yeah, now that's real.
Exactly.
You feel me? So, yeah, it was awesome. It was an awesome time. Yeah.
Now, when you saw hell breaking loose at the awards, what was going through your mind when Death Row was bucking and then you had Bad Boy bucking at the same time?
Hey, you know, listen, I had dealings, you know what I'm saying, with Suge and Death Row. So, you know, I would if shit had jumped off, I'm riding with them. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was all happening. It just all happened like man, you could feel a little tension.
Yeah.
From the giddy up off from there, you could feel it. You know what I mean? New York, they weren't showing nobody no love. If you weren't from New York, they mentioned my name. Boo, Outcast. Boo, feel me? They ain't really hearing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you can feel it. You can feel it, you know, and I guess Suge just felt like that was the time just to, you know, to throw that out there. You know, but and you know, after that, it just led to the East Coast, West Coast thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for the people that got caught up in that, who lives, you know what I'm saying, got lost doing that whole little melee or whatnot. But yeah, man, it was an experience, bro. You know what I mean? When people talk about that, I'd be like, I'd be quiet, I'd be like, yeah, I remember that. You know what I mean? Right? But yeah, it was an experience. The Boys show was still cool for me. Yeah. I had a good time. Yeah.
Tupac, man.
Yeah.
Your friendship with him.
Yeah, man, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, don't really know about that too much, you know what I mean? But from the time me and Pac, Shock G introduced us to each other, I was doing a summer jam out on the West Coast, and Shock G was chopping it up with me, and he was like, you ever met Tupac? And I was like, nah. He say, I got to go get him. You remind me of him, right? He said, y'all got to meet each other, right?
Yeah.
So by the time he come back, I had to take the stage.
Yeah.
Pac just come on stage. You know what I mean? He just come on stage. He rocking with me or whatnot. And we exchanged numbers and stuff, man. We would call each other all the time. He'll write a rhyme. He'll call me. He'd be like, Mike, listen to this. It ain't the time of the night. You feel me? I'm looking for my tablet through the house. I'm like, hold on, nigga, I got something for you. You know what I'm saying? We go back and forth like that. You know, we would link up when we do shows and stuff together. You know, and just hang out. We would meet together out here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just hang out. I just wasn't one of those artists just running around. Everybody got to know who I'm kicking it with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm friends with, right? You know, because I was famous in my own right. A lot of people do shit just for the, you know. Wow. But, yeah, man. And so when he had got locked up and stuff like that, naturally, you know what I mean, we didn't have cells and all this kind of shit, you know what I mean? So when he got locked up, you know what I'm saying, we had lost a little touch like that. Then he got out, went over to Death Row, and you know how things was, he was like hella busy. He was on another level then.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? He was on another level. But yeah, of course I was hurt, you know what I'm saying, when he had passed and stuff like that. But I always think about the circumstances, and I'll be like, bro, if I was there, I would have told him, man, what? fight somebody behind another dude chain and be in Vegas looking lovely with this money, about to have a good time.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, we don't do that.
Yeah.
I told that other nigga, man, you better go get your own chain, nigga.
Yeah.
And if you don't go get your own chain, you can never come around us again.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You sitting up here trying to cause to get the money caught up. The money got caught up.
My God.
And the CEO run behind me. I'm just like, it was all wrong, my nigga. We was two players.
Exactly.
We supposed to be players. We chilling. This ain't no gang banging shit. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, that move right there, you know, you let the dude, y'all jump on the dude, and then you let the dude walk away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People just ain't taking no ass whippings, my nigga. I don't think it was no big, deep down conspiracy. I just think a nigga made the wrong move. You know what I mean? And, I mean, listen, it ain't hard to find Suge Knight and Tupac driving down the strip. People talking, oh, shit, I can't believe it, that was Tupac, girl. Niggas just like, I think them niggas down there.
Yeah.
It ain't hard.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
The whole thing was just played wrong, man. I just think that the whole thing was just played wrong, bro. You know what I mean? I know he had a lot of people that was close to him around there at that time and stuff like that, but it just seemed like to me, man, some people was just along for the ride. You know what I'm saying? They probably seen them in distress. You know what I mean? At one time or something like that, but they just going along for the ride. You know what I mean? And they not really looking out properly. But look, you're a grown man at the end of the day. You got to watch the moves that you make. Every move that you make got a consequence behind it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a good outcome or a bad outcome. You know what I mean? I just think the whole shit was just played wrong. My nigga should have been chilling. It was Vegas. Y'all was looking wonderful. You should have just been chilling, my nigga. You ain't come there to fight. That's what you got other motherfuckers around there for to do. If it was worth that much for you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and it was just the whole thing was just played wrong. It was a bad play, you know.
When you think about Tupac once again, did you know that he was gonna go out as a legendary person in hip hop as well from them early days?
Man, we never really know.
Yeah.
We know, like, man, that person gonna be something.
Yeah.
Right? But you never know to what heights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He definitely had the energy, the charisma. You know what I mean? The focus. You know what I'm saying? I think when it got away from the art, you know what I mean, it became a problem, right? Now you're dealing more with street entities now. You know what I mean? And I think that had became a problem. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we saw different Tupacs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We saw different Tupacs. You know what I'm saying? You had the Karen Tupac, and then you had the Tupac I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And I think it was just it was an illustration of what was going on in him.
Yeah.
Feel me? You know what I'm saying? I think situations that we're not able to control become frustrating for us. Right? It produces anger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sadness. You know what I mean? And things like that. But yeah. It was awesome to see him blow and do his thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely gonna be remembered forever. You know what I'm saying? An icon in the world of music. You know what I'm saying? Dear in people's hearts.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? And it's you know, we, like I say, man, you never really know to what heights a person gonna ascend. But you do know that it be something about them. You know what I mean? And what they had it.
Exactly.
So when it happened, you be like, it makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Dad is home. Oh, Dad is gone with Scarface.
right.
Another bop, man, a banger right there. Talk to me about putting that joint together.
Yeah. I had Needed Face on the song. You know, Joe was like, man, you need to be on this one. I'm like, what? I'm like, well, you know, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, get Face on the song. It wasn't a bad song. It was really, you know what I'm saying, it was a good song. But again, you know, a song, you know the plight of the young black man growing up sometimes in a single family home, you know what I'm saying, father not there, and the resentment that we feel from that, you know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to get it out through a song. I wasn't bashing my father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I actually, you know what I'm saying, I was just trying to take it as far to the beginning as I could. You know what I mean? And things sometimes fall apart and stuff like that, you know, but it was just me, you know, just speaking on my situation and how I felt about my father not being there. You know what I mean? And trying to figure out why, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't there. But it's so much bigger, man. You know, economics will ruin the family, man. And, you know, being young parents, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Not even knowing yourself yet. Now you got a kid together, you know what I'm saying? And that don't always keep you together. It don't keep grown folk together.
Yeah.
My parents were teenage parents with me. You
Yes,
know what
sir.
I mean? You know, so, and in a way, you know, to let my father know, you know what I'm saying, I kind of understand. I fully understand now that I'm a man and that I'm a father. And I know, you know what I'm saying, having been in, you know, few relationships, it didn't work out or whatnot, you know, I understand that things don't always stay together, you know, but, you know, for the young fathers out there and fathers of our age, man, you know what I mean, we can't be immature.
Yeah.
You feel me? When it comes to parenting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, she ain't rocking with me. I ain't. We can't be immature like that and
the
irresponsible.
kids lose.
Yes, when it comes to parenting,
Yeah.
because the kids lose. You
Yeah.
dig what I'm saying? And you want your kids to grow up and be like, have they trust in their father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want them to grow up and know that they can call and they love to be around you and things like that. So we have to be in the picture to develop these things.
Exactly.
It don't come just because we share the DNA.
Exactly.
You feel me? You know, so
Exactly.
we have to do our part of nurturing and being there as well, even though things don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it mature, man, because, hey, domestic violence sent boys to the penitentiary for a long time,
Come on.
man. You know what I mean? And it scars the family, too. You know, having witnessed domestic violence, having been a part of it myself, you know what I mean? You know, we have to put everything on the table.
That's right.
As a people, you know what I mean?
When you look back over your career, though, Mike, what was your favorite time where you felt like you was having your way and having the time of your damn life?
Oh, man. When I was in high school in Houston at Jack Yates. That's what I feel like I would have the time of my life, man, to be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was famous before the rapping in Houston, you know what I mean? So, even though, you know, I was able to see the world, you know, once the music had took off, able to enjoy certain luxuries in life, you know what I mean? You know, performing the music and performing for a whole bunch of people, man. You know, one day you just in your room and you just thinking about this stuff. You watching it on videos with other people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, it happens for you, right?
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't overnight, but you know what I mean? It happened at a nice pace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It definitely happened at a nice pace, but you know, like I say, man, awesome ride. I love what my career has brought me. Even you know, even the valleys.
Yeah.
Had a lot of learning in the valleys. I picked up a lot of treasure in the valley. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, I'm still here, still doing it. You know, sounding amazing. You dig what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to just blow my own whistle, man, but I take my music seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I'm not really dealing with the kind of fanfare that we used to deal with back in the day. So if I'm gonna be doing it at this point right now, it got to make sense.
Yeah.
And it got to be super dope. You know
That's
what
right.
I mean? Because I want people to listen. I don't want them to be just giving me an honorable mention. Man, that's Big Mike, man. Caught that, man. Man, ain't that good, man, but that's Big Mike. I know they don't do that, and I appreciate that. I want them to get that, be like, man,
I'm
what's
riding.
that? That's that Big Mike. You
Yes,
feel
sir.
me?
Yes, sir.
Be like, oh my God, I like that Big Mike, man. You know, you got people that practice martial arts, you know what I'm saying? But man, I'm that guy in the mountains. Long beard. They got to come see. You feel me? Right? Man, because listen, we're supposed to get better.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to
Exactly.
get better. We're supposed to get better. And I just like love to keep getting better, man. And I thank God for giving me the willpower and the endurance, you know what I mean, to keep on doing better.
Exactly. That Having Things video shoot, man. What was it like shooting a video to that song?
Oh, man, it was fun, man. It was fun. It was fun shooting that Having Things, man. Shout out to my brother Warren Lee.
Yes, sir.
Scarface brother. He was a star of the video. Had the young pimp in there, man.
Yeah.
We were filming with the Oxford collar shirt and the specs, you dig? But yeah, man, it was fun, man, to be working with a budget, because you had to have, videos weren't cheap back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you could go get expensive video today, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. But when it was back then, that was a lot of money for us or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But to be able to shoot and go on shooting locations and and then see your music being dressed up with the visual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the anticipation of seeing how it's gonna all come together, man. It was a lovely journey, bro. What you want me to say about it? It was a classic, and it was a classic journey, yeah.
Then when the pimp came home from jail and he reached out to you, what was his mind at, and what was he on for that short time that he was alive after he got out?
Man, when my boy came home, man, he was Pimp C, baby.
Yeah.
You feel me? He was James Jones, man. He was, he had brought it to his persona, man. His persona was developed fully. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, nigga, I didn't know that's where you was taking it. I knew you had the Pimp C, you know what I mean, and the name and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I guess, it worked for him, but all I can say, man, the persona was fully developed.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? It was fully developed, man. I had to tell the man, turn it off when you with me, man. Pimpin', you feel me? Pimpin' is taking out 4 or 5 pieces of jewelry and laying it down in the studio and seeing which one he gonna wear. You know what I mean? I'm like, Pimpin', man, I'm your brother, baby. You feel me? Yeah, put your shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, don't ride like that, man. Niggas will rob you. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
I'm still talking to him, but I was just happy to see him enjoying himself, man, to coming home after doing time. I know how it is. I did time. Come home after doing time, man, and have the people waiting for you. You know what I mean, man? I was just happy to see him doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I hate that it came to an end like it did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it was very unexpected. You dig? It was unexpected, but man, UGK got nominated for a Grammy.
Yes, sir.
Geto Boys ain't even got nominated for a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? I was happy for them, bro. I can imagine how they felt, B. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, I was happy for my friend, bro. Yep.
I can dig that.
And I'm so glad, man, we got a classic, man. We both immortalized on the Southern Classic, man. I love that. And I miss him. I miss 3-2 as well.
Yeah. Lastly, Mike, what advice do you got for that next guy pursuing his dreams and trying to figure his way out of the hood into the road and land of riches?
Man, I know it may sound cliche, bro, but that's the world that we live in, right? Know God, keep him first, bro. You feel me? And know what you want to do. Don't put all your time and energy into something that is really not for you, right? Because you ain't gonna be able to get that back. So when you do find your passion, right, your tank ain't full.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Right? So definitely, you know what I'm saying, know what you want to do. And once you know what you want to do, right, be patient. Be patient. Develop yourself, you know what I mean? So that when you out there, you ain't really got to learn on the job too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right? You'll have plenty of room to just get better.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? So, and to keep pushing, man. Don't listen to nobody. Listen to yourself, right? People say, what about the people that got something good to say? I listen to it some of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right? But you got to know that you good. If you don't feel like you good, right, then you ain't going to be no good.
Thanks.
You feel me? So, and yeah, man, do what you love. Do it.
Lastly, on top of that, lastly, how can these folks contact you? And is there anything else you want to say in this thing, Mike?
Hey, listen, man. Finish the Job album is out right now. We're gonna be pushing that campaign in 2021, man. We getting it all ready right now. I thank my fans for being patient with me. I thank for the people that still checking for me. You know what I mean? I really appreciate y'all. You know, and Yeah, man, just look out for me. Y'all can get at me. I'm on the gram at OG Big Mike. You know, I really don't like to be involved in too many social media platforms. That's just me.
I feel you.
I
Me
be
either.
all about the art. And but yeah, definitely get at me on that Instagram at OG Big Mike, man. I'll be putting all that new content out there, you know, and definitely when I start broadening my horizon on these other social media platforms, right? You know, I definitely make it known. But yeah, for right now, OG Big Mike, get at me on that gram. As well on Facebook for all my Facebook heads out there, man, at the OG Big Mike on Facebook. So yeah, definitely. Damn, I almost forgot about the Facebook, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm just not one of them guys that's just into the social media like that. I know you got to have it today. My kids be on you know that you got to get this, you got to do this. I'll be like, all right, man, y'all set me up.
Exactly.
Set it up, you know what I mean, so I can get on there. But it's definitely you have to have it. Right, I didn't have family I ain't talked to in a long time. Get at me on there. I love it. You know, it put you in touch with the fans a little bit closer. You know what I mean? So I love that aspect of it. You know what I mean? Because before, you know, you can have fans, but you wouldn't get to see them unless you perform out there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now it keeps you in the loop. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm not so leery of it now. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I actually invite it in a lot of ways because it's a way to stay active and to let people know that you're out there. Thanks. You know what I mean? So I think me taking so long getting onto the social media thing, I think that kind of like slowed my train up a little bit. You know what I mean? But I'm catching up now. I'm catching up now. So, you know, good music always do its thing with whatever art it is. If you make good food, people gonna know about it. It's gonna get around. So just keep doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? Make sure it's good. Remember, in the beginning when God created the earth and everything, he looked around and he said it was what? Good.
Come on now.
Good enough, man. So
Mike, appreciate you coming through this thing, boss. Wish you nothing but the best and much success.
Yes, sir. You too.
Be High Radio, shout it. OG Big Mike. We up out of this thing. Holla.